Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Coke 45 show. Welcome to, was it almost Saturday, I guess? Yeah, I'm about to head off to bed. I am so tired out of my mind, exhausted from all this election stuff going on. I'm not here to talk about politics, but I love football. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. We're not here to talk about that. I know I should make my prediction of who they're going to beat the Lions. Yes, they're going to beat the Lions this weekend. But you got to know, I love football, not NFL. I love NFL. But I love more than just NFL. I love the CFL. I'm a big CFL fan. I love the Montreal Alouettes. That's my favorite team. And no, I did not like the Montreal Alouettes because of Chad Ochocinco, because of Michael Sam, Johnny Manziel on the team. No, I liked them way before then. I liked it when Anthony Cavill was on the team. He was a beast. But I also like the indoor. I love arena football. My team back in the day was the LA Avengers. And after they left the Arena Football League, they closed down. And they were like, okay, no more arena football in LA until the LA Kids came. And they became part of the Arena Football League in the last, like 3 seasons. I actually saw them play in the playoffs. That was a fun game. But we lost to Cleveland Gladiators in San Diego because they had the Barnum Bailey Circus in Anaheim, and the LA Kids played in Anaheim. But they had the Barnum and Bailey Circus in Anaheim, so they had to play in San Diego. So I went to the game, and that's when I lived in San Diego at the time. So I saw them play. And there was actually some Cleveland Gladiators fans in San Diego, which was kind of wow. And they beat us, so LA Kids lost, and they folded, and after the Arena Football was still going on, I still watched a little bit. Then they shut down. Then I'm like, okay. And then the indoor football league is like the biggest indoor league now, Until I saw, San Diego now getting an indoor football league team. Cause used to have them there. I never lived in San Diego that long to know the old teams, but I know they had the San Diego Shockwave Part 2. And there were some San Diego Shockwave fans in San Diego when the Kids played the Cleveland Gladiators in San Diego for the playoff game. That was pretty cool. But now that they have the San Diego Strike Force, I followed them. I went to a couple, I think like a game or two. I think I went to like 1 or 2 games when they had like the beat up turf, like indoor turf, and like this, whatever, Spokane Shock. No, it's Spokane Shock. It was a Spokane. I forget what was the name after they came to Shock, and then it was Spokane whatever. They took their stuff, their padding and stuff. It was like a beat up thing. Oh, the turf was so horrible. They couldn't, like, the first team was just trash. Like I can say, the first team was trash. They won like a game or two of that, but their first team was trash. And then whatever the season that happened this year, like a couple games, and they got due to COVID got cut off. They're looking pretty decent, and they start signing more players and stuff. They got new uniforms, new logo, new stuff, which looks freaking awesome. I love their new stuff, but it doesn't look like they're gonna play this year. The 2021 season, which are gonna bummed. I want to see them play. I'm still gonna watch. There's new teams that join, and that's what I'm here to talk about. New teams that join the IFL. I know my hair's all crazy. I've been laying down. The new teams that join the IFL. New teams, and you have another team now in Arizona that joined the IFL. And the IFL is the biggest league since the AFL is gone. The AFL was the top league in the indoor football league tier. But now since they folded, they filed bankruptcy, whatever. It's the indoor football league. It goes the indoor football league, and then it goes the NAL because everyone knows about the NAL. Then the AAL, but now the NAL is just like the worst. They're losing so many teams. There's probably like no teams in the NAL now. But now we have new teams. We have the Massachusetts Pirates, which had one of the biggest football stars on their team that they signed. Dexter McCluster signed with the Massachusetts Pirates. I don't think he plays them anymore. He played last year. If you guys have seen the Massachusetts Pirates documentary, I think it's called like Win or Loss or something like that. Or I don't know. Win or Loss, something like that. It's on Amazon Prime. You can also see it on YouTube. Just type in Massachusetts Pirates documentary. It was pretty good. I know they lost the season, whatever. But it was a good documentary, and they showed Dexter McCluster on it. It was pretty good. They joined this year. They had a new team in Arizona called they're playing in Prescott Valley. They're now called the Northern Arizona Wranglers. That's a new team. So they have 3 teams. They have Northern Arizona Wranglers, the Tucson Tuscan Sugar Skulls, and then the team that's played in the Arena Football League for years, one of the best arena football teams in arena football history, the Arizona Rattlers, which Kevin Guy, the head coach of the Rattlers, is also, I think he's part owner of the Tucson Sugar Skulls. I don't think he's a part owner or the owner of the Northern Arizona Wranglers. So they have 3 teams in Arizona. San Diego's got new pretty much. It's only going to be their second season that they have it, but it looks like they're going to announce here soon that they're not going to play this year. So it'll be 1 season, and they're hoping to play in 2022, which would be awesome because I'd love to go check out a game. And plus, San Diego is getting a new sports arena, so I'm so excited about that. I don't know when they're gonna build it, when it's gonna be built, but I know that they're on the ballot this year for Measure E to meet the height for the coastal line, and they actually passed. So that's a good thing. They're getting a new sports arena, but I don't know when it's gonna be built and when they're gonna start building it. But all I know that they're getting a new one now with new shopping stuff and everything. It's pretty awesome. I don't live there anymore. I live like about an hour away from there. But they're getting a new sports arena. They're getting a new football stadium for their college team called Aztec Stadium, which is pretty awesome. So the church life, they're all getting all this new stuff now, which is crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be 35,000 seat stadium. They're already working on that stadium. Pretty much, they're working on it, man. They already have the layout for what the stadium will look like. And yes, you could buy old memorabilia from the old stadium, Jack Murphy Qualcomm. You can actually buy memorabilia. I think they're put up for auction, or you can just buy it. They're gonna sell like your favorite seat for when you saw the Padres or when you saw the Super Bowl game. I think like 2 Super Bowls there. They also had the Padres before they got Petco Park played there. You know, they had San Diego Sockers, which now is their arena team. They used to play outdoors. Now their arena team, they played there. They had the San Diego Fleet, which I still have a shirt by them. I'm not wearing it now, but I still have a shirt by them. San Diego Fleet, part of the AAF. They had so much teams played there. But the main one was the Chargers and the college team. Before the Padres left, it was Padres, them, and the college team. And now it's just the Chargers and the college team. And now since the Chargers left, it was just the college team, and that stadium just falling apart. I've been there a couple times, saw I think 2 Fleet games. So 2 Fleet games when I lived there. That was fun times. That was a fun game. I saw a couple San Diego State Aztec games. I saw USA men's national team soccer team play there. And I think that's it. I've been like some car shows and stuff there. But that's pretty much it. Oh, I did see one Charger game there when they played Carolina, when Carolina was with Carolina. I did see them once. But I'm a Vikings fan, but that was fun. It was a cool stadium, but it's very old. It's very old. So it's time for it to go. Now they're getting a new one, 35,000 seats, which they can go to 55,000, which meets the requirement for NFL stadiums. And maybe NFL team can come back. But I highly doubt the Chargers will ever come back. But yeah, so new teams. Like I said, Northern Arizona Pirates, or the Mesquite Pirates, Northern Arizona Wranglers, the Columbus team, which was part of the AAF, which is, the AAF, right? Yeah, the AAF. No. Oh my God. The AFL, the Arena Football League, Columbus Destroyers, but they brought them back. They only had like 1 season, right? 1 season. And now they left because the whole Arena Football League folded. But now they joined the IFL, Indoor Football League, and now they're going to be called the Columbus Wild Dogs, or Columbus, Ohio Wild Dogs. They used to be called the Columbus. I thought they keep the Columbus short name, but then they call them the Wild Dogs. So they're new, and also I think the other new team, right, is none of them, Wild Dogs, and also the 4th team that just got awarded to be. They're supposed to be a part of the the National Arena League. The National Arena League. They're going to play at the Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. The Louisville Extreme, which they have family out in Louisville. So if every time, I know that's not going to happen. It'd be cool if they did. Oh, yeah, I saw the new team, the Oakland Panthers. Since the Oakland Raiders left, they brought a arena football team. They're not going to play this 2021 season. They're actually sitting out. I saw that. It looks like Oakland Panthers and the San Diego Strike Force are going to be sitting out. But San Diego Strike Force did not put it out there yet. But I heard they're going to put it out here soon, that they're not going to play in the 2021 season, which is kind of a bummer. Because I get it, because California not got a lot of fans. So, like, why would we play if there's no fans going to be there? I get it. But yeah, so the new team is the Louisville Extreme. I guess they were supposed to play the National Arena League until they couldn't, I guess, send them a letter about they're going to set up this season or not going to set up this season. It was a whole mess. So them and the Tampa Bay Tornadoes, that was another new team joining the NAL. I guess they both couldn't send out the regulation, I don't know, the paper out to the league about they're going to sell in 2021 season or whatever, so they got terminated. I don't know. But all I know is that I don't know if they're still with the league or not, the Tampa Bay Tornadoes. But all I know is that since whatever happened with Louisville, they left them like, screw it, we're going to go to the best league in the Arena League, is the IFL. If they would have stayed there and they would have had Tampa Bay Tornadoes, that would have been still a small league, but they have more teams joining. And they're supposed to grow the league. They're supposed to bring fantasy into it now. I like how the Arena Football League did fantasy. That was pretty cool. I never did it, but they did with DraftKings. That was cool. They should do it with the IFL, but heard the NAL is gonna do fantasy, which I think is stupid for that league because that league is small. I tell you, I feel like the NAL and the AL are kind of the same league, kind of pretty much the same logos. They should just merge together, called the National Arena League or whatever. Just have the AL and the NAL. You can have a big league, but no, the NAL is small. When the Masters Pirates were there, it was a small league. It was very small, and I think it's still small since Louisville left. I don't know if Tampa Bay Tornadoes is still with them. Or maybe Tampa Bay Tornadoes will make an announcement they're going to join the indoor football league. That would be awesome. Because indoor football league now has 17 teams. If they can have this league grow, that would be fantastic. I don't know how long um, the Louisville Extreme's going to last. I don't know how long the Northern Arizona Wranglers are going to last. Like, I don't know how long. I feel like those two teams won't last. I think the Louisville Extreme will last. They're going to probably get a good fan base. They'll have fans, I hope. I just don't see them lasting. I'm glad they're coming back. Usually when you see teams, they're coming back because I know they used to play whatever league it was, maybe the AL. The Louisville, it used to be called Louisville Extreme. Then it gets called Louisville Fire, all this. They had a bunch of names. Another part of the Louisville Extreme, they used to play. That used to be their name. They had like a Kentucky Extreme. They had so many names. They had like 2 teams there. And I know they fall. I feel like they're not going to last long. They'll play a couple seasons, maybe get 2 seasons there. I hope they last. I really do. I hope San Diego Strike Force, like I know San Diego Strike Force, the River, what's it called, the Cedar Rapids River Kings and the Oakland Panthers are all owned by the same owner, apparently. Which I think he's like an Asian billionaire guy or something like that. I think he's Asian billionaire guy. Just like the San Diego Seals are owned by an Asian billionaire guy who also I think is a part owner of their D League or the G League team for Brooklyn Nets. And also, I think he's part owner of the Nets. I know he's owner or part owner of the New York Liberty, Joseph Tai. But yeah, he's a big guy. And I think he also is the owner or the main source for the PLL, Premier Lacrosse League, which is pretty awesome. That's their backing. But yeah, Louisville Extreme is a new team that joined the IFL. Louisville Extreme, welcome to the IFL. I might go check out a game if I go to Louisville to go visit family. I do need to go see a Louisville City game. Soccer team since they got the new stadium. I'll let go see them, but I'm a San Diego Loyal fan. If the Loyal ever played, that'd be cool. But I know the East don't really play the West really. It'd be cool if they ever did. You know, I'll let them go check out the game. But I'll let them go see the stadium anyways. Or go see Louisville Racing game. That's their new national women's soccer league team. Their big team. That's actually their first ever professional team, big team. Because the rest are like USL champions, Division II. Indoor football is not really Division One. It's not. I mean. I guess indoor football is their Division One of that league, but it's not like NFL or CFL type. But it's like their version of Division One, But it's not huge. But yeah, but the big professional is the Louisville Racing. That's their first professional because they don't have Louisville Bats, which is minor league. They have a bunch of minor league stuff or kind of like big, but not really. But the big league team there now is Louisville Racing in the National Women's Soccer League. That's pretty awesome. They got a team. And also got some big signings already. But, yeah, Louisville Extreme. Let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think. Who else is going to join? They already have 17 teams. I know a couple teams are sitting out. Quad City Steamwheelers are sitting out this season. I know the Columbus Wild Dogs are because they're not going to be playing until 2022, I think they said. So next year they'll probably have their trainings and stuff, tryouts. And then there's another team. I think it's Oakland Panthers and probably San Diego. So it'll be 4 teams sitting out of the 17. Still going to be a pretty big season. Pretty big teams. I know Northern Arizona Wranglers are actually going to play next year. They already got trials, already signed players. So that's pretty huge. So we'll see. But let's see if any other teams join. Albany is the new National Arena League team to join the National Arena League. Albany, I think they're keeping the Albany Empire. They're going to keep the same head coach and everything. I feel like they should have that team come to the IFL. That's their best bet because that's the biggest league right now. The biggest arena league right now. The NAL is the second biggest, kind of. And it goes like AAL and all these other like little smaller leagues. But the IFL is like the biggest league in the arena league genre. And they should join there because AL is just falling apart, man. They're just losing teams. Our teams are not sending out the letters like they need to, like with Tampa Bay Tornadoes and the Louisville Extreme. And look at the Masters Pirates left because they're like, we're done with the NAL. It's just a small league, like not that much competition. I think the New York streets are gone now. They didn't last long in New York, and like the arena they played at was like where I think it's like where the New York Liberty played. I think New York Liberty played there. I think, or they played for a little bit. But I know like I think the Brooklyn Nets G League team plays wherever the New York Streets played, and that was just horrible. The field was small, like a bunch of crap. So then they left the NAL. They're not a team anymore. They folded, but that's like one season or two. Maybe they had all this hype. All the arena football is back in New York. People saw it, but it was just bad. It was just bad. No, I don't think it's Brooklyn Nets team. I think it's the Worcester team, which I think is like let me see, the Knicks' G League team. I think play there. But yeah, it's just horrible. The streets were just bad. They're just the worst team in the NAL. But the NAL's like, oh, we're gonna be the biggest league now. We're gonna get more teams. Blah blah. You got Albany Empire, but they should come join the IFL. If they join the IFL could be the big. They could be like what the Arena Football League was back in the day with all these teams that joined. But now, when the Arena Football League was pretty decent when they had the LA Kids stuff, it was like getting big. Tampa Bay Storm was getting there. So they started folding in. They only had 6 teams, and then like it's like the Cleveland Gladiators are not a team anymore. They were supposed to be a team to like, oh, we'll get the Cleveland Gladiators are getting their stadium redone, because that's what they shared stadium with the Cavaliers. And it was getting redone, so they weren't coming back. And the time they got the stadium redone, they're done unless they join the IFL, which would be cool. Cleveland Gladiators should join the IFL because they're waiting on the new Cleveland Cavaliers arena to be done. They should join the IFL, but I don't think they're gonna come back anymore. They should. That'd be awesome. But we'll see what other teams join the IFL. The IFL's growing, and I'm excited to see that. But no, San Diego Strike Force won't probably play next year, which I'm kind of bummed about. I'm still gonna watch the team. I want to see the Massachusetts Pirates. I want to see Northern Arizona Wranglers play. That'd be cool to check out. I'd love to see Louisville Extreme play. I'll let them go check out a game when I'm out there. Go to Freedom Hall, go see a game. When I go visit my friends, they want to go check out a game. You gotta take me, or whatever. Just go hang out with me. My cousin's husband. He's a sports guy. Go checking him out. I'll love to go check out a game. Looks fun. I've been to a lot of arena games. I've been to see a couple LA Avenger games at the time. I've seen a couple Kiss games. They're fun. I've been to San Diego Strikers games. They're very fun. They're very fun and cheap price too. I got some good seats where I saw the Strikers game, but their first year was just horrible. The field was just horrible. Everything was just horrible. Taped up. It was bad. I actually because I used to work when I worked in San Diego. I worked at a kind of like a mall area. So when I left, and it was San Diego Strike Force versus Tucson Sugar Skulls, which I didn't go to the game at the time. I watched on TV, but when I left work, there's a group of dudes, big dudes. It looked like they're probably like the D line. I think maybe one was on the offensive line. It looked like a skinny guy. I think he was a more quarterbacky type. But there's some big dudes. I'm like, oh, their shirts are... I'm like, the opposing team is here. Tucson Sugar Skulls. I think they were eating at a restaurant. Yeah, but I used to work at a restaurant over there. I like the Mario called Truthwood's Kitchen. It's a pretty big restaurant. There's a bunch of them around the United States. But once I left work, I saw them. Like, dude, these are Tucson Sugar Skull players. They had their shirts on, just walking around. I think some look like big dudes. I mean, they look like they're on the defense. I think one guy maybe was on defense or on offense. There was a couple dudes that look like they're on the defense. And I'm like, oh, they're out to eat. Some Sugar Skull players. That was pretty cool. I didn't meet them, but I just saw their shirts. I was walking by, like, oh, those are the opposing team, the Sugar Skulls. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. But that's it. I didn't, like, say, hey, oh, good luck on the game. I was going to say, good luck. I don't like ever said, like, we're going to destroy your Strike Force anyways. But, yeah, but I hope the Strike Force lasts because I can't wait I wonder where they're going to play. I think they will play at Viejas Arena once this new stadium gets built, unless they're going to move the Strike Force, the San Diego Gold, the San Diego Seals, all to to Anaheim, which I feel like I think that they're gonna move the Golds to Anaheim. I feel like because the only team that plays is the Ducks, unless they're gonna rearrange all the schedule with the Ducks. But I feel like they're gonna move the Gold over there, maybe possibly the San Diego Seals, the lacrosse team there, possibly. If not, they should just have them play at Viejas, and that's what they might do. Cause the only second kind of biggest arena that we have when I live in San Diego. Once they get their stadium built, which I don't know when they're gonna start the building process on it, but I know once they take this old one down, they're gonna build up. Cause I know we have the San Diego Sockers, which is an arena team. I think they might just move those teams probably to Viejas Arena. I think possibly the Strike Force, and then the Sockers will probably play at Viejas Arena. And I think they might move the Seals to Anaheim. That'd be cool. Anaheim Seals for like a couple seasons, the goals. Then move them all back to San Diego when they get the new arena done, because I wonder what they do when they get the new arena. Maybe they're gonna keep the Seals in San Diego and have them play at Viejas. That could happen too. But I just feel like, but they're old too. Viejas Arena is old, and they'll all be old, and they still host March Madness games there. But I feel like they're gonna probably keep, maybe move that. I know the goals will probably go to Anaheim, unless they're gonna move all the teams to Viejas Arena, which that'll probably be tricky because I know they have Aztec, San Diego State Aztec basketball games there, women's basketball games. I think they also have volleyball games at the arena. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna probably go along with the schedule, and plus the concerts and all that going on. So it's gonna be tough to. Now they can probably get more concerts there now because once the old stadium's gonna get built and tourism get built, they're gonna have a lot of more events there. So it's gonna be tough to move around the schedule. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna sit out a couple seasons, but they could probably have them move there or have them play at San Diego University Terrell Stadium. But that's a very small arena though for they play at Toreros. So the best bet is probably Viejas. If not, that's the only thing I can think of for them to play at, unless they just move them down the road to Anaheim. That's the only thing I can think of. Anaheim, or have a couple teams stay in San Diego, some go to Anaheim. But anyways, I'm going way off track. But welcome Louisville Extreme to the Indoor Football League. Let me know what you guys think about in the bottom section down below about Louisville Extreme joining the Indoor Football League, leaving the NAL. And also, do you think the Tampa Bay Tornadoes are going to leave the NAL and join the IFL? Because more teams join the IFL would be better because that league is growing. 17 teams in that league. I can't wait to see the new team as well. The Frisco Fighters, Texas Frisco Fighters. That's going to be awesome. Their helmets look dope. Their field looks pretty cool. I like where they're going to play at. They're going to play at where the Dallas G League team and I think it's also I think that's where the Dallas Stars practice, and also like the AHL team for Dallas play there. Well, the American Hockey team. So that's pretty cool. They're gonna play at that stadium. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna still watch the season because they are free on YouTube, unless since because it used to be you have to pay to watch. And I paid to watch back in the day. But unless they're gonna have you pay now to watch the IFL games, maybe because they're growing. If they do, they might have a paid system. But right now, they're still on YouTube. And this season, when they played a couple games, like one or two games, they're all free on YouTube. So we'll see. They might keep them free on YouTube. That'd be awesome. Or maybe they can move over to Twitch or something. But let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about these new teams coming to the IFL and the Louisville Extreme joining the IFL. They just announced it today. So let me know what you guys think, and also what other teams do you think that are already in different arena leagues they think are big enough to join the IFL. And also the Baltimore Lightning was supposed to join the NAL, but they didn't meet the they joined, but then they didn't meet the requirements, or they didn't have the papers or whatever, so they had to back out. I know the Baltimore Brigade moved their team, moved all their stuff, their assets, their stuff, their field, all that, to San Antonio. I think it's called the San Antonio Brigade now. I don't know what league they're joining, but yep, they're moving over. I think they might possibly join the IFL, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but the Baltimore Brigade are now the San Antonio Brigade, which is cool. But I don't know what league they're joining yet, though. But Baltimore Lightning are supposed to join, but now they're not joining. I think they're part of the AAL now. I think they were part of the AAL. Then they went to the NAL, but then they couldn't make it, so they're still part of the AAL. I'm not sure. But the Baltimore Lightning are supposed to join the NAL. Maybe they can join the IFL and meet the requirements, because they're supposed to play at the Royal Farms Arena. But now, since they meet the requirements and whatever they got to meet, they backed out. So hopefully during the IFL, we'll see. One more team in the IFL that actually have big cities, actually have a big enough arena or a decent sized arena to host it. You want to have teams that are joining this league that have big arenas, big cities or big towns that have the back following, like Louisville, all that stuff. Like San Diego, big. A lot of people go watch. Like all that stuff. Like Arizona, like a lot of people show for the Rattlers games. A lot of people show up for the Sugar School games. Will they have a big following in Prescott? Arizona's pretty big in their cities and towns. Like, you want to have teams in a big city and town. Like Baltimore's a big city and town. They love the Ravens. There's a good, decent amount of following for the Brigade. They can get a following for the Lightning if they joined again. But just part of a decent following. Like, you want to go to big cities or big states with big cities and towns. And decent arenas that are not old, which San Diego is, but they're going to get a new one, kind of thing. So, anyway, let me guys think about Louisville Extreme joining, all the other teams joining, and let me know what city that you live in, town, state you live in, Should they join the IFL? What do you think? Are you guys a big arena football fans? Are you guys like, oh no, the NFL, I don't watch the CFL, I don't watch any arena leagues? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Like, leave a comment, subscribe for more. And I'll see you later. Bye, y'all. And also, the Vikings will beat the Lions this Sunday, so I'm excited for that. And also, I didn't know Everson Griffin now joined the Lions. He left the Cowboys. They got the trade from the Cowboys now to the Lions. So that's pretty. So now they have three. They have him, Alexander, or there's another guy on there. I know they have Peterson, but they also have one more guy. Oh man, Mackenzie Alexander, I think, is on there as well. So they have three former Viking players on the Lions. Adrian Peterson, I think, Mackenzie Alexander, and then Everson Griffin now. So we'll see. But it's gonna be a good game. But we're never gonna beat the Lions because I think he's not gonna play. He's not gonna play this Sunday because of COVID. Their quarterback, what's his name now? Man, I forgot the Lions quarterback name. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Legends of Living Subscribe for more. I'll see you later. Peace.